Alright guys, today we're going to be shooting some Lee conicals. These are 50 cal. I sized them to 501. They're dropping at 503. Hollow base, a little thicker than a Civil War style mini ball. Lubed with lard and beeswax. Homemade screen powder, soluble glutinous rice starch is our propellant. Lock that up. And in my CVA, try to do this one-handed, it's going in with finger pressure. So yeah, 501, it slides right down. No pushing required. No ball starter. It's going in pretty easy. 80 grains of screen powder is pretty weak. Whoop. So I do have a chronograph. I'll get some speed readings later, but just kind of want to show you what we're doing because I don't see a lot of guys shooting these. So this one will be my cold bore fouling shot. I'll take a group and I'll show you what that's like. Alright, first shot with the Lee conical. I think it's about 360 grain, 50 cal. Put up my CVA Optima V2 and homemade powder, 80 grains. Let's see, I'll aim for right about here. Alright, fouling shot is done. I'm going to start to use some pre-measured powder so we can get a group. Very light recoil, and I'm going to slowly up the charge. Just by weight, we're doing 40.5, then 42, then 45 by weight. Let's see what happens. Alright, let's take a look at what we're doing here. This was the fouling shot, cold bore, so we're not going to count that. I should have just shot that in the berm. But the next four, the next one hit the bullseye like right in the middle. This was 2, 3, and 4. So at 50 yards, I don't know. That's still within the kill zone of an animal. I'd like better than that. I'd like it if that wasn't there, but I'm not gonna discount that. But that's pretty dang good. It's a lower charge. The Lee's sized at 501 went down the barrel easy, even after 5 shots. And I slugged my bore at 501 and I sized to 501. So I was a little worried it would be a little tight after it fouls, but nope, it is still smooth, easy to load. My pre-measured charges. So I'm happy with that. We're going to try a few other things. We're going to try some larger Lee reels with a patch, a felt wad. And we're going to try some patch and ball and see how they compare. Alright, now we're going to shoot some Lee reels. These are the big ones. I think they're 320 grain. I don't lube them, but I do use a lubed felt wad. And I'm still using 40.5 grains of homemade powder. I got this little cheap funnel with these pre-made powder batches. Makes shooting a lot faster. Less time fiddling around, more time shooting, and more accurate charges. Now Lee's, the reels you gotta pound them in. If you know how they work, they're oversized. They have oversized driving bands that are thin. They have to push through. So a little harder to load, but let's see how they shoot. Alright, I did swab the bore between the batches. So between the conicals and the reels. I have my chronograph set up too. Let me reset it real quick. Surprised it still remembers the shot. So again, pretty mild load. Let's see what speed we're getting. Hopefully I don't shoot my chronograph. Go for the top middle. Alright. I'll shoot a group and I'll show you how we did. Alright guys, let's take a look at the chronograph here. So 861 846, 841. So very good consistency. Let's run down. I'll shut the tape off and we'll see how we grouped it. From the scope, it looked really good. Alright guys, that is what I like to see. 3 bullets, 3 holes touching. My finger goes right through. That is really awesome. So those were the reels, the big reels. I've tried the 250s, 250 grain, and they're not very accurate out of this. It's probably because it's a fast twist barrel and they like heavier, longer bullets. This is doing the trick. Our velocity, you know, at almost 900 is not bad when you're considering it's 50 cal, 320 grain. That would certainly sail right through an animal, and it's grouping excellent at 50. I'd probably have considerable drop at 100. But I don't shoot that far, I don't hunt that far. But I do want to work up a load to maybe 1,200 feet per second, which would be perfect for 100 yards or less. But man, that is really good. I couldn't ask for better than that. Let's try some patched round ball and see how that fares. Alright, these are my patched round balls. I'm using 0.01 thickness. Yeah, they're a little larger. Using 490 round ball. I put this one in without a felt wad, but I meant to use a felt wad, so we may throw this out as a flyer. But let's give it a go, see how the round ball flies. Alright guys, first shot with the round ball. I did up the charge to 42 grain. We'll see how that works. Shoot on the right. And we got 10:59 in the chrono, and so far it looks good. I'll shoot a group and show you how it works. Alright guys, 42 grains of homemade powder with round ball. So we got 1101, 1187, 1159, and our average 1082. Alright, let's go look at the target. Alright, here's my patch round ball. Not too shabby. Probably a little better than the mini balls. But I think the mini balls, we just got to push them harder because of that thicker skirt, and it's cold out. We really got to get better expansion on the skirt. But round ball, I just picked a weight out of thin air. Okay, so if I do more or less powder, if I use a wad under the patch, which I did not do for these 3, I might improve that a bit. But as a starting point, hey, that's what, 3 inches at 50? That's a dead deer too. So this CVA is very versatile. And because the barrel, I won't say it's coned, but it is recessed enough where it's easy to load patch round balls or Lee reels. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Power belts don't work any better than that. I have a few. Maybe I'll shoot them just to compare. But I do want to shoot this with a higher load and see if that tightens up a bit, because I really had high hopes for those. But yeah, let's throw some power belts on there. I know it's getting a long video. I don't know if I'll chop it up or not. But just having fun showing you what a CVA Walmart cheap gun can do. It's really fantastic for the price. The trigger is phenomenal. The barrel is awesome. I can tell because I've used cheaper barrels where it's not the same size the whole way through. It's very consistent. The one-piece scope mount is awesome as long as you want to use a 1-inch tube. I could say a lot about that rifle, and it was cheap. Like I said, at Walmart, I bought it just to shoot a late muzzle loader, but it's so much fun, especially when you pre-measure your charges and everything goes good. So let me put a few more. Yeah, we'll try the power belts. Even though I hate them, we'll try them just to compare. Okay guys, 295 grain power belts going in. We'll see how that works, how it compares. Yeah, so I use a, even though I have a Blackhorn breech plug, I don't like to use it for loose powder because you can't clean it with the jag. So I use the squared off one, and with black powder you need very little flame to set it off. So let's see how they shoot. Alright, I'm running out of battery, so I'll make it short. 985 feet per second, the power belts. 3-shot group, not bad. About the same as the round ball. Lee reels, way better. I can make these for like a penny. That costs about $1.50 a shot. And I noticed the second and third loadings were very hard to load. I'm probably getting plastic fouling in the barrel. So you don't need to spend that money to get a good shooting bullet. Lee's lead is a lot better in my opinion. So again, I'm going to retry the Minie balls with a higher load, see if I can get better accuracy. And I might have to do that in post because I am almost out of battery. Alright, hope I have enough battery here, but I upped the charge from 40 by weight to 45 on the Lee Minie balls, and the group tightened up significantly. If I up the charge even more, I bet you it would tighten up even better. But so far, even at 45, this is going about a little over 900 feet per second. Still better than the power belts. That distance and that distance, I would say at least it's the same, if not better. And of course the Lee's reels are still the